paraglider, San Carlos. I'm against it now. I understand it's a cleaner burning energy, opposed to coal and natural gas, but just the effects of getting rid of the nuclear rods after they're used up is just worse for the environment than coal would be.
I live in Silver Spring, Maryland, and my name is Taric. I think that the biggest thing that's come out of the Japanese tsunami and earthquake is that people need to be aware of the situation about nuclear power and working for a safe and clean environment. If something is close to retirement and it's 40 years old, people need to be on guard and say, what are we doing to protect the environment? Everything gets old and broken down. What can we do to provide safety for all?
I'm Wendy Spies, and I live in Mountain View. I'm definitely more wary about it. I mean, obviously, out of sight, out of mind. The second some disaster like this happens, it's very startling to us people. You know, we only have 2 nuclear reactors, or 2 nuclear stations in California, so I think we seem to be okay. I'm not too worried about it.
My name is Taric and I'm actually from New Jersey. When it comes to nuclear power, I mean, we probably shouldn't depend on it anymore because these things can happen, and obviously people in Japan are going to suffer from all this radiation. But I think as far as here on the West Coast, it's a bit of an overreaction.
Marcus, and I'm from Germany. In my opinion, nuclear power is very helpful because burning coal is in the long run even more dangerous for the environment. So I think as long as there are no alternative energy sources which are, let's say, viable or which have huge impact. I mean, if we would have a more solar energy from, let's say, the desert energy here, this project in Africa, this would make sense. I mean, this would be a viable alternative to nuclear power. But I think there's no point in burning only coal. I think you shouldn't build power plants in areas in which there could be earthquakes. So I've heard here in California it's also, let's say, a little dangerous. So I think that's not a good idea to build more power plants here in California, but you should build them in the area where there are not that much people around. So if anything happens, it's not a big issue. And but in general, I'm advocate of atomic power.